but
So,
rather
was
beat many than the
69K
rest.
the top? That's the question.
Was 69K the top? I mean, you know how I feel about this. I don't think it was the top of Bitcoin. That's just my 2 cents. Again, this is a lot of people making data, trying to fit narratives. Is there going to be an extended cycle? I don't know. I kind of said this. I started saying this a month or two ago because I first called the Wednesday before Thanksgiving in the summer, or maybe even like, the last top. No, it was like when it started to go down. So like June, July.
Mhm.
And, as we started getting later in the year, we realized, me and TJ were talking about this morning, technically a halving cycle is around 3 years, 5 or 10 months. But I think there's just something psychological about the end of the year. And then, maybe there is a little something to this extended cycle. We do want Bitcoin to reach its highest price possible, as long as it doesn't have just an insane parabolic pump and then dump. So, I don't know. We shall see. What does Plan B say? Let's
Yeah.
find out here. November, historically one of the Bitcoin's best months. 2021 didn't disappoint. It started at 60, then went all the way up to 69. And that means Bitcoin's up 140% since the start of the year. As of now, what's funny is people complain about it's only up 140%. As of now, it stands around 49,000, which means it's roughly 30% below the all-time high. As the chart below demonstrates, Bitcoin has never dropped below the 200-week moving average, and Plan B believes it will never happen. I think once we start getting flatter, like 10 years from now, it could happen. But in the next decade, or certainly the next 4 years, 5 years, I don't think it'll happen. Plan B's tweet: I don't think 69 was the top for this halving cycle. If 69 were the top, then a typical bear market 90% or 80% drawdown would bring the bottom to 14K, below the 2017 all-time high and below the 200-week moving average. Nah, that has never happened. In my opinion, will never happen. Never is a strong word. It won't happen in the next cycle, I think. What do you feel about that?
Yeah, I'm looking at this just because, we were just talking about statistics and he was very selective there. Because if you look, November 1st, the Bitcoin price was around 60,000. November 30th, it's around 57. So it's down for the month. So he's saying the month didn't disappoint. Like, yeah, it ran up right at the beginning of the month and then retraced all the way back down. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
he's kind of changing, right? It was
yeah,
month end. It was the end of the month. And
right.
now it's like, well, anytime during the month.
Exactly. So it's using the data in your favor, kind of like we were just talking about. I agree. I think we both said already at the top of the stream we think we're going to go higher, but it's looking more and more as time goes on. We were talking about it this morning. Plan B, this chart. The reason everybody's talking about it for the history of Bitcoin has been one of the most accurate charts for predicting where the price would go. But the more we've gotten into this year, the more it looks like it's been invalidated. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like he's grasping to try to to say we'll never ever ever go under the 200-day moving average again, but I mean, I hope he's right because that'd be good for all of us. So, it's interesting to see we've got this story here about him saying 69K wasn't the top and then this next one saying it definitely won't hit 100K. So, I think it'll be interesting to hear, kind of compare and contrasting opinions here.
Yeah, yeah. Let's get right into that real quick. What's the best drink you can